Next week, it'll only be 5:56 when we broadcast, right?
Will
No,
be
still
the
be
same.
6:56.
Will be the same time as Pacific time next
Yep,
week.
yep, next week. Next week the clocks change, but for now we're here. Hey, we are glad to
Wait,
be
I didn't
here.
see you click both of them though. Did
I
you
don't
click?
need to click both of them. These
Oh,
YouTube and Facebook, they're all set. They
okay.
come up on their own. And so we are broadcasting live right now with our pre-show screen on Facebook, YouTube, and Periscope, reaching millions and millions, or maybe hundreds, well, maybe 20 or 30.
Let us know if you can hear us. We had some problems last week with the audio. We were trying to split screen share with another sweet gal named Laura. And so we had some audio issues. So we want to make sure that you can hear us this week. So give us some feedback and let us know if you're able to hear us.
Look at that. YouTube says that
Okay,
9 Side
nice.
Hustles That Will Make You Money is live right now.
Nice.
We are live.
That's awesome.
Okay, look at that. We got 12 people watching on YouTube. We're so glad you're here.
Yes, we
One of
are.
you. And let's see what's happening on Facebook. We're gathering an audience. We're going to be starting. We have a ton of information.
Wonderful things to go over with you all.
Guys, it's going to be really good. Lots of opportunities to make some extra cash, to save some money, and some new things that we've never done before, that we never talked about. And here we go. Got 3 minutes. So let us know.
Laura's on. And Glenna says she can hear us.
Good. You can't see us right now because we're hiding behind.
Right. Laura says we're live on both. Wonderful. Blaine says they can hear us.
Yep. So we're hiding behind the golden coffee mug that says hustle and the dollars that are rolled up.
Yes.
And the goal for tonight's show is to help you find ways to kind of supplement your income.
If you need that, yeah.
And possibly create a whole different career. And you just be amazed at what you can do when you follow the path that someone else has walked. And there's some really cool opportunities out there. So, gosh, Neil's here. Hi, Neil. Laura's here. Glennis is here. Let's see who's here on YouTube. And Periscope, we can't see, but if you give us a thumbs up, we'll definitely appreciate that. Jasmine and Jesse and Mom 40 TYC TDCS. I don't know what that means.
I don't know, but I'm happy you're here. Yeah. And Linda.
And we are experiencing some really warm weather. I think it was 80 degrees today. And that's unusual this time of year. Our fruit trees are starting to put their leaves out. And it's just a fun time of year.
And we really wish some of you lived here so you could come and pick our citrus and share and enjoy some of our citrus. We are sharing it with friends prolifically at this point. And juicing, I'm enjoying the juice. The Tangelos make a delicious orange juice. So, yeah, there's all kinds of side hustles to be had.
Hey, wait. The clock is chiming. It's 7 o'clock. Time to go live with the picture. And here we are. And oh, the camera is tilted. Looks like we're listing a little bit.
Does it?
Yep, we're going to have to fix that. Tell me when it looks straight.
All right.
Ooh. How's that? Is that better?
I think so, yes.
The dogs think it's better. Hi, Gunner.
Well, welcome everybody. We've got an exciting show for you tonight. If you are looking for a side hustle, which technically is just some part-time income to supplement or get out of debt, then we've got the show for you.
We're not ready for that yet.
We're not?
No, because we got to talk a little bit about history.
Okay.
So I didn't tell you we were going to do this.
No, you didn't.
You didn't grab the.
I don't know where the new one is.
It's printed on the printer.
I'll go get it.
Okay, you can get it. So about 2003, we started a side hustle, but it wasn't really a side hustle. We dove in with both feet. Didn't dive in with both feet, but we jumped in with both feet because at the time I was working as a marketing director for a small electronics firm, and we were reviewing their books. It was a friend of ours, and the company wasn't doing that well, and they really couldn't afford to keep me. And so we had some money saved, a good amount of money saved, and Annette and I looked at each other, and actually I looked at Annette, and Abby, our youngest, was 9 years old, and I said to her, "Is it time?" And She said yes, because years before we started doing some writing, and we decided at this point in time, after having some things published, that it was time to start our own business and side hustle, essentially. But we did it full time.
Hmm.
I had some graphic design clients that I kept, and that kind of supplemented our income. And then we started writing, started our website in 2003, and a year later we got on Good Morning America, and 2 years after that, our first book came out.
Crazy.
And it's been a wild ride, but that was a side hustle.
Yes.
It really was. I mean, we were doing things we'd never done before, taking skills that we'd used in other places and bringing them all to work for our own business. So we're going to talk about side hustles. And if you're looking for a little extra money, or if you're looking to maybe take a hobby that you have
To the next level.
to the next level and
Because
start
we're going to talk about
making it
that.
produce some income, that's what we're talking about. We
Okay, but
just put
let's.
up a blog, and we're going to share that link with you now, that describes 50 different hobbies that could become side hustles to produce income.
Right.
And so we're going to share that with you, and hope you guys go in there and read it, give us some comments on it, because we've really done some research on things that people are enjoying doing, and that are really profitable for them. And we tell some little short stories and give examples of things our kids have done and some friends have
Yes.
done, and it could be really cool. But let's get started, because we got 9 of them to
Yes.
go over today, and each one of these, they aren't going to necessarily, some of them aren't going to make you thousands of dollars, but over several years it could. What did you
Right.
forget?
I'm grabbing a pen because I want to make some notes.
Okay. So the first one we're going to talk about is
Swagbucks and Survey Junkie. And here's our, can you all see this? This,
our dogs say they can see it.
yeah, right. This is a great, oh, that's kind of bright.
There you
Let
go.
me see. These are 2 survey companies, but they're not just surveys. Surveys are one way that you can earn points and then use, oh, I didn't grab the gift cards. We have a whole folder full of gift cards that we've earned from Swagbucks and Survey Junkie. And you can watch movie previews. You can have a search function on your computer. So when you search, sometimes you get points. Jump in and add to that. What else can you do with Swagbucks?
Well, how some of you earn points on Swagbucks? I'll tell you, every month we get probably about $50 in gift cards.
Oh, shopping.
Yeah.
If you shop through their portal for normal places like Home Depot is in there. So if we have things we need to pick up at Home Depot, we'll go through the Swagbucks portal and then we'll purchase them and then just go pick them up at the store.
We get 1% back on
Right.
that purchase. Some companies like Amazon will give you between 2 and 4%. When we buy pool products, I found an online swimming pool supply company that gives me points back. And so there's all kinds of ways to earn money. Now, this isn't going to be, a big money earner, but if you've got time when you're sitting at a doctor's office, or you're taking the kids to dance lessons or piano lessons, and you're waiting and you've got your phone, taking surveys with Swagbucks or Survey Junkie. Now, Survey Junkie just does surveys, and but it's real easy to sign up. And once you earn $10, which is 1,000 points, you can cash it out, have it put into your PayPal account.
Yes.
And you can spend it wherever you want. So Swagbucks is a little bit, I wouldn't say harder to make money. It's more diversified with ways you can make money. But Survey Junkie is strictly surveys, and I was taking some this week, and I think I made maybe $1. I took 2 surveys. So you're not gonna. I only do the ones that are like 10 minutes at most, because I don't have a lot of time to spend on them. But there are other surveys that will pay you $1 or $2 or $3, and sometimes up to $20. But those are very rare.
And that's good if you have to be at home, say you're dealing with a chronic illness, or you have a disability, or you're a caretaker for somebody else, or you've got little children. When they're napping, you can do this, but this is a great way to earn some extra income.
Right.
And everybody that you recruit to sign up underneath you, like we'd love for you to sign up under, with Swagbucks, we'd love for you to sign up under us. And then when you recruit people, have them sign up under you, and you earn some points through other people as well. So it's a really
with Swagbucks, everybody who you get to sign up under you, every friend, you get 10% of their points.
Right.
Now, one Swagbuck is worth a penny. So if we go and buy $100 worth of stuff at Home Depot, we'll make
Oh, gosh.
$1 back, which
Mhm.
is 100 points. And whenever we get up to 2,500 points, we turn it in and get a $25 gift card. And
Right.
we get about one a month. There's other people on Swagbucks on our team, and we hope you guys will join,
Right.
that are making thousands of Swagbucks
Yes,
a
it's
month.
crazy.
I don't know what they're doing. We haven't been able to talk to them, but
Right.
it's really cool.
Okay,
So
we're going to move to the next one because we have a lot to cover tonight. So, number 2 is tutoring. And I put down math and reading.
But there's other tutoring available. But
Oh, yes. I think those are some of the most important. Science is another big one.
Mm-hmm.
And Varsity Tutors is one company. Hang on, I'll turn the board in just a second. And the other company is Wise and. What a cute name.
But it's spelled really funky.
It is.
WYZANT.
And
we'll
we've
put
got
that in the
links. Yeah, we've got links. Let me just take that off because we'd love for you to sign up under our links, and they're in the show notes. So make sure you check those out. If you are good at, say you're a retired teacher or you wanted to be a teacher and never got there, then tutoring could be a really good option for you. Our son-in-law Nolan did it. Our son Joe did it. And once you get in the system and you get ratings, you get more requests. So it can be a really, really good side hustle.
I think Nolan was earning between $15 and $20 an hour while he was in school.
Right.
Some people earn more depending on what they tutor in.
Right.
And it's just a matter of slowly building your clientele and marketing yourself through these different apps. And the more what do you want to call it? Reviews you get, and the longer you tutor with, I think it's Varsity, you get higher pay. No, it's Wisant gives you higher pay.
Okay.
So there's a rating system. It's very much like an Airbnb or a YouTube or something.
Right.
People can leave ratings for you, and you can get more income.
Right. Okay. Let's stop for a second because I know some of you are putting in some comments, and we want to make sure we get some of those comments.
So Wendy, I think Wendy is talking about signing up for various services, many of which are free, is on Swagbucks. That's another way to earn points.
Yes.
Laura Ford says she loves Swagbucks.
Yes.
See, Trinity
Hi,
just
Trinity.
loves us. She says we're so smart. Sometimes we don't feel so smart.
Yeah, we don't. Okay.
Okay, so, and Foofy Crafts. Yes, you can hear us and we're good and hopefully you're good. So let's see if there's anything else.
So there are several of you listening that do Swagbucks, which is awesome. Okay, wonderful.
Oh, listen to this now. Linda says she delivers newspapers as a side hustle.
Right.
What a great idea. That's on YouTube. Linda.
That may have to be, I think, Linda, that's early in the morning, right? Like before the sun comes up.
You know, there are people who actually wake up that time of day. Nobody in this house.
Very funny. Very funny. Seeing how we're night owls, the Fixo link above goes to page not found.
Oh, okay. Thank you for telling us that.
Thank
Linda.
you.
I will troubleshoot that right now. These links, by the way, are what we call in
affiliate
the blogging
links.
business affiliate links, which means that we like these companies, we know them, have had some experience with them, and as a result of that, they have agreed to give us a little commission if people sign up under us. Okay, it's giving us an error. Here's the better link because a word got crashed into it. So that's the better link for Varsity Tutors there, and I'll do that on Facebook also.
Mm-hmm.
This is Varsity Tutors link. We want to give you good stuff.
Yes. Okay, so we ready to move to the next one? Are any of you that are watching or listening, have any of you done tutoring to earn money? And if so, chime in, give us some feedback on if you've done it, if you've liked it, what your experience has been. Okay, where's the newer comments?
Do you need a degree to tutor?
I don't think so, because both of our son-in-law Nolan and our son Joe.
Well, Joe did it when he had his degree. But Nolan is in the midst of getting his degree.
Right.
And so if you just have a proficiency in teaching, I mean, sometimes you're teaching grade school kids. And if
Right.
you know enough about math or about writing, you can do it. I don't believe they're asking, but go to the website and
And
find
get
out.
the
We are
information.
going to share in a few weeks about a company where you do have to have a degree, but you can earn between $20 and $25 an hour tutoring kids.
Yeah, and
And
that'll be a couple of weeks from now. Okay, I'm going to go to the next one. Number 3 is using your car to make money. And most everybody has heard of this by now. But how's that for writing sideways? Pretty cool. We've got our links again, our affiliate
I
links.
can't get this link to work. I'm going to try it one more time.
Oh, how weird. Did Wise Ant work?
I don't know, but this FXO link didn't. So we're going to try it one more time. Varsity Tutors. Linda, thank you for giving us feedback. Tell us if this one works.
It's exactly the same one.
No,
So
there's something after. I'm going to try it here. Let's see. That one works.
well, maybe not. I don't know. Maybe you,
This
honey.
one doesn't work. So the other one did. So
Wait, click on it one more time and let it cycle because maybe it looks like it's going to work and then it actually doesn't. How weird.
Okay.
Okay.
You have to
All right.
delete
So
it.
number 3 is Uber and Lyft, using your car to make money. Actually, there's even more that we don't have links for tonight, but there
One
are
called Sidecar.
there's also companies where if you drive a lot, you can literally wrap your car
Yeah.
in ads. And
I don't know many people that would want to do that, but if you
right.
do, there are ways to make money with your car. But there are other driving type things. You could work for Amazon
As a driver, yes.
delivering product, and then you don't have to haul people in your car.
Right.
We were reading one article about a guy who was doing Uber and Lyft, or Uber or Lyft, and he said he decided to go do Amazon because the stuff he delivers in Amazon don't throw up in his car.
Oh man.
Because sometimes they're driving.
Was that
around.
Aaron? Was that Aaron?
I can't remember.
Okay.
But we have a nephew, a
Right.
cousin, no,
A cousin.
who works for the state in law enforcement, and in his spare time when he's driving to and from work, he'll do Uber and Lyft and pick up extra money on the way to work. We have our son-in-law, Colin, did it during what was it when Fiesta Bowl was here.
Yes.
That weekend. Abby, his wife, was out of town, so he took his car and he went over by the stadium where the football games were being played, and he picked up some extra cash on the weekend. So it's something you can do in your spare time when you have time.
Although
And
we have known people that have literally made a living doing it.
it's not instant money, easy
No.
work. There is competition, but Colin said some interesting things. He said when he was doing the Fiesta Bowl, he would go to the stadium and he would wait in line. They had a queue for Uber, a queue for Lyft, then a queue for regular taxis. And he said that wasn't the best place to be because there was so much competition.
Right.
So what he did is he drove away from the stadium,
yes,
toward the bar areas and the hotels near there,
yes,
and he started picking up more business. that way.
yes.
So it's a matter of learning the cycles and learning how to work. But
Right.
he made about $120, $130 that day,
Right.
just on a Saturday.
Okay, let's chime in with some of our. Take a break. We're stopping number 3, and we're gonna chime in. Let's see. Fufi says, with Uber in New York State, check with your insurance first.
That's a very good idea.
Oh boy. And I know some of the car companies have regulations on your car has to be newer, can't be older. And so they do have some qualifying things.
Well, there's going to be some type of background check. You have to have a clean driving record, those kind of things.
Right. David says, homemade tortilla business. The grocery store's prices on tortillas have risen dramatically. 50 cents for each large tortilla. Go for it. That's pretty awesome.
And that's something your family can do together. And we had some friends that they were a homeschool family.
Yes.
And they made pretzels.
Yes.
As a family, and the kids would bake them, and then mom would take them around and collect the money from people who pre-ordered.
Yes.
So it's a nice little side.
Okay, you want to check the other live feed so we can see if there's anything there?
Unique degree. Okay, and let's go back over to.
Hang on, we're gonna check with all of our friends.
Okay, Kathleen says I have used mypoints.com in the past. It's a shopping portal and sends emails that offer surveys and discounts and trial offers.
That's
Good.
interesting.
And so again, the surveys and those kind of things, they're going to make you some spend money,
Right.
or maybe some money that you can set aside. We save the gift cards from Swagbucks to do Christmas shopping and things like that. So that's just a little additional income. I don't see any other comments. So
Okay.
let's move
All
on
right.
to
So we're
the-
going to go to number 4 because we have a long list to get through. All right. Here we go. Number 4. And it'd be great if you could start chatting about that
Number
one.
4, earn money writing. Now, we started writing in about 2000. I wrote our first article. It was teaching kids about money using kids stuff, and that actually became our Money Smart Kids system that we sell on our website. But we started writing, and we didn't do it to get paid. I wasn't smart enough to figure that out at the time, but we did get published, and that led to making our website and making money that way. But there are many websites now that are looking for writers who can write on different topics, whether it's frugality, personal finance, maybe it's real estate. They're looking for content developers. And so if you have an expertise where you could sit down and write a 1,000-word article in an hour or maybe 2 hours with a little bit of research, there's the possibility you could start selling yourself to other websites. We have a gal who writes for us, for another business and for us. She lives in Minnesota on a farm, and she writes out of the farmhouse and doesn't have to leave home.
Okay, now we have a link.
There's some other friends of ours who actually have a course. If you're interested in starting writing and learning how to market yourself and how to figure out what to charge, then you may want to go over to Greg and Holly Johnson at Club Thrifty. They have a course called earnmorewriting.com, and they'll teach you how to market yourself as a writer. And actually, we just hired somebody who went through their course, and they're earning money now, helping us develop content for our website. So let's see if that.
Wait, it's saying only 200 allowed.
Got too many characters in there. So let's see. Click there, and go ahead. And you could keep talking.
Okay, yeah, take out that first. Okay.
There we go.
All right, so we're getting it up. So yeah, so if you love to write, it could be a very decent side hustle. And oftentimes there's articles already written on the internet that you can kind of use as a jumping point for what to include in your writing if you're writing for other people and for websites.
I mean, we always, when we wrote our books, and a lot of this information is not in this book, but it's kind of the same thing. We talk about how to manage your money, how to earn more money, how to make a better life. We researched on the internet, and I mean, I would research multiple articles, some from Wikipedia, some from government sources, but a lot of them from different people, experts in different areas, and they're all writing. So there's lots of money to be made. You're not going to make millions of dollars initially, but a writing career, writing for websites, can build your resume to the point where you end up writing for larger websites, magazines.
Yes.
I know there's a guy I know that was writing for U.S. News and World Report, and he's got lots of articles up there. We've written for the Today Show. We've got articles on their website.
Right.
So lots of possibilities for writing. And you could even turn it into a book someday. And
yes.
We aren't going to talk about being an author as a side
today.
hustle right now, but that is definitely another way people can make money, is writing about
Okay,
something you're
we got to
passionate about.
keep hustling. Okay, number 5. Number 5 for tonight is Airbnb. And this is one of my favorites. Steve's going to put up links. And I would say if you have I would not, well, hold on. I would not recommend this if you have children, minor children in your house. But if you have a lock off, like a mother-in-law suite or a casita or a guest house, or your kids are grown, this is the perfect empty nester thing. So Steve's going to give you links if you want to sign up to travel with Airbnb, the rates are amazing. So if you're going to some place where it's peak season, the hotels are really going to get you, and you can probably get an Airbnb for a third of the price of the hotels, a third to a half. If so, we have a link if you want to be a traveler. Do you specify if it's a travel link and if it's a host link? If you want to be a host, and you sign up underneath us, we each get a gift, a financial gift. And I would say if you have young adult kids or grown kids, it's time to get them out of the house.
No, I wouldn't say it that way.
So you can use your house to make you some money, because Airbnb is awesome. And let me tell you what you need for your rooms. We really should put together an Airbnb course, but you basically need a bed, a dresser, a desk would be nice, a comfortable chair, space obviously in the dresser, space in the closet. And it's just a really, really fun thing to do. It's not 100% easy. I would say it's 90% awesome. And so 90% awesome is pretty good.
We had some people staying with us this week. We had the United Nations here. We had people from Belgium,
Austria, Germany,
and
Canada.
And UK.
Yes,
and that's
the UK.
In the last 2 weeks.
Yes,
we've met some fascinating people.
So check out our thing, our links that Steve's putting up.
Some of them are not. Let's see, become a host. No, that's not what I want.
That's not the host one.
This is the host one, right?
Where?
The top.
This one is the host one.
No, that's not the host one. The host one has an R in it. This is R for host. And this one, well, this is the one that is not for host. So this is become an Airbnb host. And it doesn't like it. So I don't know what's wrong.
Huh.
Airbnb host. That. Maybe it's the bullet point. So we're trying to put stuff up on YouTube, and then I'll get over to Facebook and put it there. And
why won't it let us do that?
I'm just going to put the link up. So this is just.
It's in the show notes. It is in the show notes.
Yeah, on YouTube, yes.
Yes. My writing is so bad from the side. Okay. That's so weird. It won't let us do it.
Doesn't like the link.
Okay.
So I'm going to jump over to Facebook and give you guys the same links so you can learn about Airbnb. We've been doing it for about 2 years.
Yeah. Have any of you either tried traveling with Airbnb, or are any of you an Airbnb host? I know this is crazy, but we have people coming in from all over the world. So let us know, kind of weigh in and let us know what you've done with Airbnb, because it's been amazing.
That worked. So we've been enjoying it. I think we showed a video probably about 6 months ago where we redecorated a guest room, and we used that guest room for Airbnb, and it's earned us several $1,000s. Mm-hmm. This is probably the biggest side hustle we have that's earning us extra money right now. And with 2 rooms, it's an amazing amount of money.
It is. It's a really fun side hustle.
I do have to clean the bathrooms, and Annette has to change the sheets, but we've met
dust and vacuum.
We've met some really, really neat people. So we'd encourage you, if you have kind of the gift of hospitality and you have the extra room.
Hi, Andrea. Hi, Jeremy.
Okay. Why are we stopping right now? Is that what you want to do?
Yeah, I just want to greet some people. Airbnb? I think so. Does anybody have any questions about Airbnb? I think we pretty much have covered it.
There's some questions here.
Okay, good.
David says, that's awesome. 2 rooms. How do you keep your belongings safe and locked? This is very interesting. The biggest amount of problems we've heard about with Airbnb, the largest amount, usually come when people have a house that they rent the entire house, apartment, condo out. And they don't screen their guests well. There's not a lot of accountability, and the people trash the place.
Right. Well, David, that is a good question though. I spend a lot of time during the reservation process, going back and forth, communicating, asking questions, making sure their Airbnb profile is all filled out, their bio, they have the right amount of verifications. It's a risk if you take somebody that doesn't have already reviews, but you have to start somewhere. So because we work from home mostly, we're here most of the time. And
so we haven't had things stolen. Have we had anything broken?
nope.
We had one person leave a burner on the stove on once.
But I was home.
Right.
I was home.
There are two ways you can let people make reservations on Airbnb. There's a thing called Instant Book, where you set a criteria. People can instant book your room if they have so
Like
many reviews.
4 positive reviews.
If they have been on Airbnb for a certain amount of time. I mean, there's different criteria you can set. They say that you'll make 45% more reservations if you go that direction. We choose not to do that just because Annette likes to build a rapport with the people. And actually, most of the people that stay in our rooms, I'd say probably 70% of them are new to Airbnb and need somebody to kind of hold their hand and walk them through the process.
Right.
And it's been fascinating.
It has been.
One of the guys that stayed here just this last week from England, he's an Airbnb host in England, and has just a cool life story. But so anyway, there's two ways you can set up your reservation process. The other thing we do is when we first started, we priced our rooms below what the average was in our area. So you can go on Airbnb, put in your zip code, see what similar situations are renting for. So we have 2 rooms, each one with its own bathroom. Now they aren't built onto the room.
They aren't
separate,
master suites.
but we advertise it as you get a private bathroom.
Right.
And so what we did is we looked at other houses that were renting similar types of situations, and we priced ours below theirs, and that's how we got our first person. And the first person that stayed with us was a retired
school teacher,
college professor from a small
Midwest.
town in the Midwest, and she stayed with us for a month, and we just fell in love
anyway,
with her.
we could do a whole show just on Airbnb.
So, Airbnb
but we
is
won't.
a great side hustle,
So,
and just know if you live near a facility where there's conferences, or
right,
it's a tourist area, you can make a lot more money.
right. And out here in Arizona, it's like a spring training mecca. I think there's 6 different facilities for spring training, and so this is our busiest time of the year. We are going nuts right now, flipping rooms, and I think we're at 98% occupancy for the month of March. Okay, hop on to YouTube and see if there were any questions there, because we answered them on Facebook, but I don't know that we answered them. Are there any questions from the YouTube crowd about Airbnb? Because we're going to move on if there aren't. And like I said, everything is in the show notes.
Okay, so Linda says she recently had a very bad experience as a guest of Airbnb and probably won't do it again. Let's talk about that.
We're so sorry, Linda.
We had a bad experience. We were heading to Dallas to go to a conference, and we reserved a room close to the hotel that we were going to be
and we
having
booked
the
it like 4 months in advance.
Conference at, and we booked it there because we wouldn't have to rent a car. Well, a couple months or a month before the conference, we got an email or a message through Airbnb's portal from the host that she'd lost her job, which is really sad, but she was renting the house, and so she was going to have to move out. So we were out of luck. Well, we checked on the website for Airbnb in that area, and prices had gone up, and there wasn't much available close by. So we were going to have to rent a car, and we were going to pay more money. So we called Airbnb,
and they did help us reconcile. I don't want to go into all the details,
right,
but
they bent over backwards to help us out. So what we found is, if you have a problem, if you're staying with somebody and the host is really weird, call Airbnb right away.
Right, and
they will help you move. They will help you find a better place, and sometimes they'll even pitch in money to make sure that you have a good experience.
Right. Okay, Linda. The only other thing I want to say is, the safest thing to do when you're renting Airbnb is do not go with a new Airbnber.
As far as
when you're looking for a place to stay, make sure the host has like 4 to 6 positive reviews. If that's the case, then you will probably have a very good experience. We have like 70 reviews now. Mm-hmm. So people know that when they come, they're going to have a good time. And actually, a lot of people say, gosh, it's exactly like you described. Well, duh, we want to be in this for the long haul. So You know, I know there's been some bad media out there about Airbnb.
Let's talk about this.
Yeah.
So she says, how do you weed out
Oh,
bad
we
people,
got to do a whole show on
rapists,
this.
burglars, and
You know what?
company-
Those kind of
Hold on.
people.
Does the company do background checks? So when you set up an Airbnb profile, you have to give them multiple verifications. So
Right.
they ask for a phone number.
Right.
They ask
Email.
for your email address. They ask for a Facebook profile. You put, if you're international, you can put a passport in.
Mhm.
The more verifications you have, the more you can
Right.
be confident that the person is not a scammer.
And I don't take anybody with, unless they have at least 3 to 4 verifications.
And if they won't communicate with you
Right.
via the portal,
Right.
we don't invite them.
We have to
stay
do
on.
a whole show on this because it really is fascinating, you guys. It really is. The company doesn't do background checks, but there's certain things that you can do to make sure that you stay safe. But we don't have the whole show to talk about this because we are running out of time. So we are going to do another show about that. Okay. So hang in there. We'll let you know when we do, but we've got to move on. Okay. Number 6.
We are going to talk about tips for bloggers. I know somebody asked the question.
Yes.
And we are going to go into that in a couple of minutes.
Okay.
VA. Now, I was sitting in my office where I do SEO on Monday, and a woman came in. She was a computer programmer. I didn't tell you about this.
Okay.
And a year ago, she was working for CBS in Phoenix doing their back-end tech on computers. And they laid her off. They laid off like 200 people.
Unbelievable.
Here in Phoenix, or across CBS.
Mhm.
She lost her job. So what is she doing right now? Virtual assistant. She started her own business. She's charging $20 to $25 an hour, helping people with writing on their websites, troubleshooting computer problems. This is an amazing field right now, especially if you're in computers and you can virtually hook up to someone's computer and work on it. We have a friend who is now making $10,000 a month. She was a virtual assistant for us starting about a year and a half ago. She helped us with ads on our website, and she's now making $10,000 a month. She hired somebody else to work with her.
And she,
I will get the link.
yeah,
Okay.
she has a course. So, and it's not too expensive. So if you're thinking about it, it's probably worth it to take her course.
Her name is Kayla Sloan, and her course is called it's just 10K VA, because her goal was to make $10,000, and she did, and she's doing well. But she also gives other people jobs. She's super organized, and I think she's basically a great admin person to have. But she will teach you how she did it. We saw her speak. We met up with her after we'd been working with her for almost a year. We met up with her at a conference and listened to her speak. And she told her story, and it was fascinating. But she's determined, she's diligent, and she'll teach you how to become a virtual assistant. But there's all kinds of virtual assistantships you can do. I mean, from research, returning phone calls, setting up email lists, doing data entry, helping build websites. The needs are endless.
They are.
It's a great way to go to help other people. You ready for the next one?
Yes, I'm ready for the next one. Okay, so that's number 6. Number 7.
Oh, I should be showing a picture of this.
That's okay. No, it's all right.
Well, this is our daughter Becky. When we first adopted Roy and Joe and had Abby, we added 3 kids to our family in
1 year, 4 months.
4 months, which was insane.
Yes, it was.
We got a mother's assistant to help take care of the kids. A mother's helper came in a couple days a week, and this girl. What was her name?
Dara.
She brought clay with her and taught our kids to make little clay animals and things like that. Well, our daughter Becky has taken it to a huge new level.
A whole new level.
And she makes pet memorials and dragons and horses and elephants with their trunks and a heart and cake toppers and all kinds of stuff. And she sells them on Etsy.
She basically makes little clay animals that you could hold in your hand. And she started with horses, realistic horses, and then fantasy horses and unicorns. Then she started branching into dogs and cats. And like Steve said, she would do the pet memorials. So people would give her a picture and she'd create a dog that looked just like theirs. Unbelievable how gifted she is as with her sculpting.
She just did chickens.
She did do chickens, and not the two of them don't look the same. Anyway, and now she's done dragons, she's done woodland creatures, she's done wild animals.
So the whole point with Etsy is if you have a craft ability where you can create something unique, whether it's sewing clothes, knitting things, doing little. We saw somebody at a craft fair making ornaments and wind chimes out of old
Silver
silverware
spoons.
that they found at thrift stores. So their
It's crazy.
material cost was really cheap.
Well, and before Becky was married, she was working at Hobby Lobby in the fabric department. And she said that women would come in there and buy fabric and they were earning 50 to 60 grand a year. This one woman, she was making like cell phone cases or I don't remember, but it was some kind of case for some digital product. And she had to hire sewers. She had so much work. And so we're going to give you a link to our daughter's Etsy store.
If you want to see her stuff,
Yes.
you can go right. I'm going to sneeze.
That's not really Becky's store, though.
It will be.
How are you going to get there?
I don't know.
Here, it asked you.
There we go.
Okay. All right. So we're going to give you a link to our daughter's store, and you can go check her out. Just if you're going to order something for Christmas, do it early, folks, like in November, because her poor little hands look like this in December. She had so many orders to get out. It was crazy. It was awesome, but it was crazy. So order early. She's very, very gifted.
It doesn't like, YouTube does not like our links. But so folks on YouTube, I'm not able to put links into the chat feed, but
Right.
they are in the show notes.
Right.
So
And we'll
scroll
make
down.
sure we put them, they're in the 5,000 word box, but we can also put them in the show notes after. Also,
Right.
there's a different box for show notes, and we can put them all in there. Okay, so on Facebook, did we do it? Okay, so like I said, if you have a gift, if you like to craft, sew, if you have any kind of art skills, check out Etsy and consider trying to put up an Etsy store and selling on Etsy. It's a phenomenal thing to do.
Okay, let's go back and see if there's any more comments.
All
here.
right, I'm writing the next one.
Except for the Y. David says, I like it except for the Y on Etsy. It's kind of messy, but the other letters look great.
Okay. This is
Laura,
number 8. Okay, and here is number 8.
And somebody said we do need to do a whole show on
Airbnb. Okay, we will.
Let's see what else we got here.
All right. All right, number 8 is starting a blog. And feel free to jump in really and give your comments, especially if you have any experience with any of these side hustles that we're throwing up. Give us some feedback.
I want to jump back to
Etsy for a minute.
Yeah. If any of you have an Etsy store,
Yes.
please feel free to put it in the notes.
Oh yeah.
Share it with everybody else.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Whether you're on YouTube, Facebook, Periscope, if you're on Etsy, definitely put it in the feed for other people.
So you like doing double letters on the last letter?
I don't know. They always look so messy. I gotta rewrite that. I'm sorry, guys.
David, you've intimidated her, David.
Oh gosh. By the last one, I'm reaching way far out. So
that looks fine.
all right, there we go.
Okay. So Kathleen says the sound is going in and out, but that was an old comment.
Okay.
All right. So we're back to blogging. So we didn't know that we were bloggers.
True.
We were writing a newsletter.
Right.
In 2003, 2004, 2005, we started putting some of the articles up on the website, and we were really purist. We didn't want to have ads on the site.
No.
We wanted to be like Consumer Reports, and we were selling subscriptions to our newsletter. And after a while, we started getting so much traffic, and people started saying, "Well, you could be making more money on this." And so we started selling advertising space and putting ads on from Google AdSense, and we started making $100, $200 a month, and then we had some affiliate ads, and we started making $400 a month, and we started selling our books, and that started making more money. So blogging, it's an interesting side hustle because you can do it while you're working for somebody else.
Especially if you have a niche that you are passionate about, something that you want to write about. Like Laura, who's
Laura
on.
Ford.
Laura Ford writes about lifeofthedifferentlyabled.com, and Laura has a niche. Another friend of ours, Tara and Mike Kellum, they're with Living on a Dime, and I know some of you found us because of Tara and Mike. So there's a lot of great bloggers out there. They're doing video, they're doing blogs, they're writing. I want to say we've hired some writers now to write some things, but still 90% of our articles are written by us. So it really is our voice, and we need to start putting our attributes on our articles. But
What do you mean our attributes?
like attributing it to us,
Oh.
because we've just assumed we did everything, and now we're starting.
Well, Stephanie writes, and this is a great question, Stephanie. It sounds like you're working hard. I've been blogging for over a year, but have been unable to monetize my blog. I have Amazon affiliate, Google AdSense, and a few other passive income streams. I'm just not sure where to go from here. Okay, so let's talk about that. My niche is biblical homemaking with 6 children. I want to be able to stay home with my children. When I first started putting up blogs, I thought, well, I'm just supposed to write what happened today. So I'd write 50 words and put it up.
Right.
And go, oh gosh, yeah, that'll work if you have a big following.
Right.
But you've got to have a following. And what we've learned now is that when you're blogging, number one, content is king.
Yes.
So you need to write content that is long form,
right.
At least
Google,
1,000 words.
Yeah, Google is looking for a lot of stuff because they want to know that you're an expert in your field. They want to know that whatever niche you're talking about, you know what you're talking about.
Okay.
So
now, I'm going to give you, Laura, one inside tip. I am going to give her one inside tip.
Well,
what you want to do is when we first started writing, we wrote about what we wanted to write about,
right?
What we thought people wanted. There's a way, and it's a free tool called Keywords Everywhere that you can add to your Chrome browser. And when you put a search term into Google, it will tell you how many people are searching for what you're wanting to write about. If you write about things people are searching for, Google will find you and put you on the first page of Google if you write enough words.
Now, don't we have a blogging page?
Yes, we do.
Okay, can we get that link?
Yeah, we're building.
We are building a blogging page for bloggers. The other thing you need to do is make sure you have good pictures, and you have to be on social media. I'm learning how to do social media, so we're on Pinterest, and you can search for Annette-Money Smart Family, and you'll find us on Pinterest. We're on Twitter as Money Smart Fam. Obviously, we're on YouTube. We're on Facebook. So, those of you that are on our Facebook channel, and that's under our old name, America's Cheapest Family. But when you write a blog on your blog, you want to have a nice picture, and we have links to sign up for and buy photos from either 123RF or Deposit Photos, and there are some deals that you can get. They run deals a couple of times a year where you can pay $1 a photo. And what you do is you get those photos, because to take all your own photos takes so much time. We just can't do it for everything. We still try to take a lot of our own photos. If it's a craft item I've made, a home decor item, or some of our cooking and our recipes, we'll have a photo of that, but not as, I can't do photos for everything. So you want to have a source to get photos to be able to move faster and produce content. But like Steve said, you need to write long copy. And did you get our page up there, how to start a blog? Mm-hmm. And like I said, we'll put this all in the show notes after the broadcast.
Now, blogging is not easy.
No, it's not.
You have to be consistent. I would also recommend those of you who want to learn about blogging to read a guy named Brian Dean. Mm-hmm. He's got a website called Backlinko, and he talks about how to write so that your content gets found by Google search. And his website only has like 39 pages, but each of his pages is 5,000 words long.
Yeah.
And he gets hundreds of thousands of visitors a month.
Yes.
So the point is, he researches articles. He only publishes about one every month to 6 weeks, but they're well-researched articles with good graphics. And that's the direction that blogging world is going, is well-researched content. Now, if you're a mommy blogger who's talking about your life, you will build a following. The biblical parenting, lifestyle is
Mhm.
is a big area, but look at what some of the top bloggers are doing, and don't copy them, but emulate them.
Right.
And you'll find success.
And we could do a whole show on blogging, but we don't have time and we're running out of time. Okay, we need to get to the last one for tonight because we like to, stick with a 30 to 40-minute show, and we're getting very close to being over that. Okay, number 9 is
Okay, so we were in Walmart one day, and there was a woman walking down the aisle with this really tall blue cart about this wide and this like this and about 5 feet tall. And she was picking things off the shelf and I didn't know what she was doing. And she said, I am a personal shopper for Walmart and I'm currently filling 5 orders right now. And she said, about 3 months ago, I was the only one working here. Now we have 7 people doing this. So shopping at grocery stores is being a professional shopper is now a new niche market that's a good side hustle.
Well, but like at Walmart, you are a Walmart employee.
Correct.
If you're doing that. With Instacart, you are an Instacart employee.
No, you're a subcontractor.
A subcontractor. So basically, you work for Instacart, but Instacart can deliver for any number of stores, and you go shop and you deliver. And the store pays you because some of these stores know it's worth it to have online shoppers. They'll get more business if people could just go online, order, and have it delivered. And a lot of stores are ordering free delivery, at least for your first.
Offering free delivery.
At least for your first order,
And so
sometimes for all your orders.
We did try Instacart, and we were very impressed.
Yes.
You are supposed to tip your Instacart driver, so if you do use the service, make sure you tip them. But they earn a fee. You're charged a fee for them shopping, and then you also have to pay for the food, and then you give a tip. But so there are guys who are making $20 to $35 an hour shopping for Instacart.
Mm-hmm.
So there's all kinds. I mean, we've just scratched the surface
on
side hustles. You could build furniture, repair furniture. You could pick up furniture.
Well, our article, our 50
right.
50 inexpensive hobbies, which we posted earlier in the broadcast,
we're going to give you a link to it now.
So many ideas, and it's not even complete. I'm sure if you all read our blog, our newest blog on 50 inexpensive hobbies, you could still come up with some more that we didn't put on there.
Well, we'd love it if you put those as comments.
Yes.
Now, if we want to cover one more topic that is similar or important no matter what side hustle you do. And of course, you guys know us. We are like into budgeting. If you, I used this analogy a few weeks ago. If you were playing baseball and you got men on base every inning, but none of them ever scored, you'd never win the game. If you start a side hustle and you start making extra money, but you never get any of it into a savings account or into an investment, you're not going to win the game.
Right.
So you need a system to manage that money, to capture the savings and bring it home. And so we recommend using a budget. It doesn't have to be our system, although we think this works great. It's not electronic.
It's very detailed. There's no data breaches.
Right. But this is really easy to use. It's on paper, and basically what you do is each category of your budget becomes a sheet in here. So you have one for clothes, one for food, one for recreation, one for pets, one for your side hustle, and you'll track each one like a separate little checking account. But all the money is in one checking account. It's super simple, and that's how we've done it for forever.
35 years.
And we paid off our first home in 9 years.
Yes.
Doing this. We paid for cash for all of our cars. We're telling you that if you start earning extra money and you manage it, you'll have so much.
Yes. And so our first book also has a whole chapter on budgeting. You can buy that from us if you want an autographed copy, or you can find it online, and you can even pick it up used. America's Cheapest Family gets you right on the money. And we always say one of the fastest ways to generate an increase to pay down debt is to cut your grocery bill in half. And that is our second book, Cut Your Grocery Bill in Half. You can literally cut your grocery bill in half. This book will pay for itself in your very first shopping trip. I guarantee it. And so if you want some new information on how to, spend better with your groceries, then this is the book for you. And once again, you can get an autographed copy from us, or you can buy it online. So these are our tools for tonight's broadcast for side hustles and earning extra money.
Okay, we're going to run one more time through the comments, and then we're going to be done for the night. Hope this was
Erin
beneficial.
says she loves our book. Okay, Edie says, thanks for your wonderful advice.
Oh, and our nephew Tim joined.
Oh, hi Tim. Sonia says, thanks for your good advice. Okay.
How do you find blogs that you want
to
follow?
Do a search. Just search
David
Google
says.
by topic.
I would search for, if you're looking for finance blogs, best finance blogs. If you're looking for one on groceries, best grocery blogs.
Right.
And just do a little research. And a lot of times, Facebook would be a good place to start that.
Right.
And also YouTube. YouTube and Pinterest.
Okay, check our other live feed because we need to wrap this up. Next week, we're going to be here for Friday night. And I think we're going to do cooking. And I haven't decided on the recipe yet, but the show will be part cooking and maybe part something else. I haven't figured it out, but that's what we'll be doing. And we'll be here next Friday night. The time changes. So next Friday night, it's going to be 7 p.m. Pacific time because we will be the same time as Pacific time next week, right? Yes. Okay. All right. So thank you for joining us tonight. It's always so much fun. And you guys, you're wonderful with your interaction and asking us questions and making comments. And we just love spending time with you. So thank you for joining us tonight. And we will see you next week.
And let's tell us next week if you started to hustle.
Yeah, that'd be great.
We'd love to hear
how
much money
even if you're just researching what to do. That'd be awesome. Chime in with that next week. All right.
Take care.
We'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Steve and Annette Economides from MoneySmartFamily.com signing off.
If I can find the place to sign off on. Here we go. We're signing off now.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye.
Now we are still on.
No, that's the yes button.
We're still on.
That was the yes button.